Sideways, starring Paul Giamatti and Thomas Haden Church. I watched this film at the weekend, and I can honestly say it is one of the best films I've seen for a very long time. It has everything going for it. It has comedy, it has drama, it has brilliant acting. Everything about this movie really just impressed me very much. I found myself laughing a lot watching this movie, and I also found myself very emotionally invested in the characters. And I think that is this movie's biggest strength, is that I found myself really caring about these characters, and even when they're doing questionable things, you still can't find it in your heart to not like them, because they're just so lovable and they're so real as well. I think anyone watching this movie, especially any guy watching this movie, is really going to relate to it in some way. I certainly did. I found myself relating a lot to the main character. Miles, his name is. I found myself relating to him a lot. So this movie is basically about two 30-something men who go on a wine trip, a wine tasting trip it is, and it's to celebrate one of them getting married. So it's kind of like a stag do, but along the way they end up finding out a lot more about themselves than they actually knew, and there's several funny scenarios that they find themselves in. A lot of the funny stuff comes from Thomas Haden Church, his character, who he's the one who's getting married, but he ends up sleeping with other women and getting them into loads of trouble. And it's very dramatic, but it's also very funny at the same time. And I think I can see why this movie won the Oscar for Best Screenplay, Best Adapted Screenplay, because the script is just spot on. The writing is fantastic. It's so funny. It has so much energy going for it. Even for a very quiet, for a very kind of low budget movie that doesn't really have a lot of conflict in it as such. There's no bad guys in this movie at all. It's just pure drama, and it doesn't really follow the conventional rules that most movies and comedy movies do follow. It breaks a lot of the rules, this movie does, but it pays off. It paid off a lot. I know this movie's been out for a really long time now, and I've only just got around to seeing it. Just picked it up off the DVD shelf, and I just thought, why not? This movie, I've heard a lot about it, and I knew it won the Oscar, so I thought, why not? And I'm really glad I did. I really enjoyed this movie. The acting's very spot on, really enjoyable. The story's fantastic. Absolutely love it. I'm going to give this movie 4.5 stars out of 5. That's my score for this movie. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this, please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.